I spent so much time programming this song. I forgot what the song was all about. It's funny. I was working on a song and programming the drums and trying to do all this special chord stuff and have song breaks and such. I had spent hours doing this, and I use my sister sometimes as a sounding board because she's not so into writing music. I mean, she knows a bit of music and she can sing, but the main thing is she knows what she likes, and she's also brutally honest with me. And we all need somebody like that. So I had two versions of the song. One was pretty basic, and one where I spent a ton of time programming. I played both of them for her back to back. I didn't tell her which one. I said, okay, so which one do you like the best? And she says, I don't know, man. They sounded the same to me. I said, what? My point of all this is that sometimes we spend so much time programming stuff that actually doesn't make that much of a difference to the casual listener, that we actually lose the spirit of what we were making this song for in the first place. My name is Henry Clarke, and welcome to Senior Musicians Unite, where I try to help senior musicians like us, with tips, tricks, and industry info to help us keep it moving. you know. And in this video, I want to talk about the vicious cycle of relentless programming and the effect on your song. And believe me, it is a vicious cycle. You know, Programming hours can add up quickly, even if you tweak your drum patterns, experiment with synth sounds. But have we ever stopped to think about, do those hours really matter in the grand scheme of things? I have a lot of tutorials on Band in a Box, and the comments I get usually pertain to some type of special programming that has the viewer stuck. Some type of special thing, shots, pushes, drum rolls, things like that. In other words, programming. And guys get so wrapped up in that sometimes I just think that they kind of lose touch with their music. And there's a misconception a lot of times that the more hours you put into programming a song, the better it's going to be. And it's so easy to fall into that trap, thinking that the more time you spend, the more quote unquote unrefined and polished your song won't be if you don't do that, and it'll be polished if you do that. But is that really the case? Does putting in 10, 20, or even 50 hours of programming actually translate in a hit song? Take a step back. Let's examine this idea a bit closer. Now, when you think about the songs that have really resonated with you, was it because the sheer amount of programming hours that went into them, or was it something else entirely? Maybe it was a catchy melody, memorable lyrics, or the way the song made you feel. Whatever it was, I'm willing to bet it wasn't just the programming hours, that's for sure. We've all heard stories of artists who wrote their biggest hits in just a matter of minutes. Paul McCartney wrote Yesterday, in a dream, for crying out loud. Is it the quantity of programming hours that matters, or is it something more intangible like creativity and inspiration? When we're creating music, there's so many factors that contribute to a song's success. It's not just about programming hours, it's about songwriting skills, production quality, even a dash of luck. Think about it. You can spend 100 hours programming a song, but if the melody is crap, if the lyrics are cringeworthy, if the vocal is awful, or if the production is subpar, it just ain't gonna cut it. Creativity is a key component in making music that resonates with listeners. It's the spark that sets the whole process off, and it's what takes a song from good to great. So when we're focusing all of our attentions on programming, are we neglecting the other elements that make the song or any song truly special? In reality, a song's success is often determined by a multitude of factors, many of which they don't have anything to do with programming hours. It's the combination of all of these elements that creates a hit song, and not just one single factor. So, what's the real relationship between programming hours and actually listener engagement or chart performance. The truth might be surprising. In many cases, there is little to no correlation between programming hours and a song's success. I know it's hard to swallow, but hear me out. Think about the songs that have topped the charts in recent years. Did they really require hundreds of hours of programming to get there? Surprisingly, the answer is no. In fact, many successful songs have been created in a relatively short amount of time. So, for us as music creators, it's time to reassess our priorities and focus on what really matters, because in the end, it's not about the number of hours you put into programming a song. It's about the quality of those hours. It's about pouring your heart into it, selling into the creative process, and letting your imagination run wild. So the next time you're tempted to spend hours and hours tweaking, a single drum pattern or getting a special open chord or something like that, just remember quality often trumps quantity in song programming. Hey, thanks for watching. I love to hear you guys' thoughts on song programming. Are you caught up in that vicious cycle of programming, 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 and programming, and you never get around to actually writing or actually finishing the song, or you're so into programming that you're actually losing the entire spirit of the song. You might have even forgot what the song was all about. Anyway, hey, let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out my other videos discussing latest music trends and artist spotlights. And again, this is Henry Clarke. My channel is Senior Musicians Unite, and I hope that these videos actually benefit, but more importantly, I hope that my videos inspire you as an older artist to keep it moving, keep pushing, because remember, you're never too old to make music. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.